See these lights here? New LED lights. They're putting these things in around the place. I've noticed in parks such as this one. Difference between these lights and the previous ones, the earlier ones, including ones that were installed as recently as 3 or 4 years ago, the difference between them and these ones is these ones have other equipment attached to them other than lighting. Like you can see that the boxes on them are quite large compared to the space that the lights actually take inside. You can see the how flat the light is, and then you look at basically the amount of space that's above the light, the amount of space. Like, what have they got in there, you know? Well, what they're putting in these things is surveillance. They're putting in the new 5G, the new 5G equipment, the new things that can connect with your smartphone, and yep, they can connect with your smartphone, any kind of smart device that you have. And this is what these lights, they can do through your smart devices. They can, your local authorities can spy and monitor everything you do, and that's what they've got inside these things. No joke. Another thing I should mention too is the difference between these lights and the other ones, such as these ones, which are slowly being sort of phased out. Those are phased out. See that one there, the round glass. Yeah, those are being phased out, replaced with these. The difference between is these ones, the light that they give off is actually can cause retinal cell damage. There's no safety done to make sure that they give a cool light, a blue spectrum light. No diffusers in them. They give a blue light. There's no diffusers, so they're actually, and a lot of them, not too sure about these, but there's plenty of them. I'd say these do as well. They use a square wave frequency, which can definitely damage your cells, not just your retinal cells, but cause all sorts of problems. These things have been put in everywhere. They're also attaching spy equipment as well to these as well, and I've seen what they've been attaching. One of these poles further up actually has one of these things. I do want people to be aware of the type of equipment that's being mounted to these poles. Pay attention. I think the moral of this is to always mind your surroundings. See these lights, and then see that light in the middle of the park. See that light there? That's probably 20 or so years old. Standard lighting for the mid-early 90s, and then you've got the 20, I think these are 2017 or 2018, that's when they were put in. And these are very different, simply because the light, they may use less energy, but the actual equipment are still installed, you know. You see that light here? These are the standard lights. These have been deemed inefficient, and they've been replaced with these as they use less energy, but people don't realise is the hardware installed above these lights for surveillance and communication, which people don't know, but actually uses a lot more power than these do. So these would actually use a lot more energy, just because of the type of tech that's mounted to them, the surveillance tech that people are not even aware of. So these are perfectly safe. These are much safer. There were standards, there were regulatory standards in putting these things in to make sure that the light wasn't going to cause harm if it was a blue spectrum. These, on the other hand, don't have those same standards as far as I know. I'd really love someone to come forward and prove me wrong on that, but these things actually do have standards that they are being proven to be safe. Anyway, these lights are the main focus. Yeah, that's a sodium light there. They've got diffusers in them and everything. If they're blue, they've got diffusers in them so that they're perfectly safe. They don't damage your eyes. And they're slowly being phased out by the LED ones that they're putting in, which are actually don't have they actually have the LED bulbs are like lasers. They have no diffusers in them. They can cause retinal cell damage. These are perfectly safe. Pretty soon these will be gone. These will be replaced with LEDs. So that's why I'm showing you this now, because pretty soon these will be gone. Yep. There it is. This is what we're up against. There's bet you top dollar there is a listening device in that. There is. Hey. There is a listening device in that. So there'll also be a camera. It's safe to say that the authorities already know what I'm doing here with these videos. I have nothing to hide. I'm just simply observing and minding my surroundings. I'm doing nothing to hurt anybody. So, just letting you guys know. This tech has not been put in for our benefit. It's there for surveillance and control. It's about total digital control over everybody. That's why these things have been put in. It's not about communication. It's not just about better communication, it's also about surveillance and control. Total digital control of everybody and everything. And these will go, this is being rolled out all around the world. It's not just here in Australia. Here in Coffs Harbour, it's everywhere. Unfortunately, this area, tech's going in and nobody other than myself is aware of it. No one else is aware of it. No one else is paying attention to it. That's why I'm showing you these things, and I am trying to bring it to everyone's notice before it's too late, before the tech's up. I mean, it's nearly the end of 2019. It's November 2019 now. You know, this tech is due to come on in 2020, sometime in 2020, so we don't have long at all to report this and get this out to people. This tech is a problem. It's a hazard. You don't believe me? Do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. This tech that's being rolled out can cause cancer, can cause all sorts of neurological damage. I mean, they're using electromagnetic radiation. That's what it does. It causes all sorts of problems. Cause diabetes, things like autism, things like all sorts of neurological disorders. And this stuff's being rolled out everywhere. If you don't believe me, I suggest you look into 5G and look into look at what other people are saying about this and be the judge whether these things are actually safe. Hello.
Sorry.
As you see, I've got nothing to hide. nothing to hide with what I'm doing. But I do have to be careful how I get the word out to people. Anyway.